Hey everybody, welcome back to another plan with me. This is Cassie with Sassy Cassie Plans, and I am in my horizontal planner for this week of February 7th through 13th, and I wanted to use Posh Winter. Again, I've been using it a lot the past couple weeks. Winter's almost over, so I'm trying to get these spreads out that I could get from the sticker book before winter is over, since I got it a little late in the season, and I thought I could pair it with Sophisticated Florals. I wanted to use this pink set of pretty, I think they're like poinsettias maybe, but yes, I have no game plan for this one. Usually I have kind of an idea of what I want to do, but I just chose the flowers that I wanted and picked Sophisticated Florals because it has a lot of grays in it that I think would look good. And now that I'm thinking about it, Neutral Watercolors has a lot of grays in it as well. Oh, that's not Neutral Watercolor. Neutral Watercolor, and then Modern Year also has gray. It was right beside me, so I grabbed that as well. Okay, so I'm gonna grab my extra Mamby stick page, and I'm just gonna go in and grab some grays from here. And then we will get started. Okay, y'all, I'm back. I've pulled some stickers. Modern Year didn't have as much gray as I was hoping, so I have all my little shades of gray. I think I really like the light with the dark together. I think it's going to go really well. And then I also grabbed in some rose gold boxes from, I think it was Modern Year, just to add in, since there's some little accents here within the stickers. So with that, let's get started. Now what I want to do is I want to use a big quote down here at the bottom. It says "Find the joy." That's from Sophisticated Florals. And let's choose a nice pretty flower to go over here in the corner. I either want to use this one or this one, and I think this one might work better because it's shorter on this side. So yeah, that one fits perfect right there. Okay. Now also for this, I wanted to grab some washi, and I have this. It's like slanted stripe, but it's got the rose gold in it as well. I wish it was just a little thicker, but I think we can make that work. Let me look at one more. I've always loved this Spotty Dotty, but I'm going to leave this out to the side and put some more stickers down and see which one goes better with the vibe of the whole spread. So this is actually going to need to come down because I want J to be right there. So that's going to go like that. Okay. Now let's start with some stickers. Okay. I'm actually kind of second guessing this quote because I don't have any other black on the page. So I'm wondering if there's any other big quote that we could put that could match. I don't have any of that tan. That one's empty. Let me check the other book. I like this gray one that says "Find the Joy" though. We could do that one. And quotes. Nada. I know there's some rose gold quotes in here. Nothing that I want. Okay, I'm gonna take this Find the Joy off the page. I'm gonna put it to the side until I can think of another quote. I have this one. It says, "Where flowers bloom, so does hope." I'm kind of wondering if I can cut it up and put it to where it goes more wider. Let's see how that works. And if I don't like it, I can always just put it back together. Where flowers bloom, so does hope. Okay, let's see. Let's move this one up here to this top line. I think I'm gonna cut this up and put it next to each other. Where flowers bloom, so does hope. There. I like that better. Okay. Possibly add another floral on that side. I have this big Dreams Are for the Chasing, but again, it has this black in it. So I don't know if I'm going to want to use it. I'm going to hold off on that for now, and I'm going to start my clusters. So let's go in with this big box. Add this watercolor. I'm going to put it underneath it. Okay. And maybe this gray one so we can switch up the colors. And I'm going to have to move that over to the middle. Okay. Thinking about maybe adding some rose gold to it as well. It's pretty boxy, but let's see what some florals can do to help that. So I have this one down here in this corner. I'm gonna add one over here. So let's go in with this. See if we can make this one work. I'm gonna try to avoid having to cut off a lot of the flower. Okay, that's really pretty. I love that pop of color. I want another cluster of flowers. I'm gonna try for this more flat one, or it's not as round. I think this would be good. Maybe over here. Okay. I kind of like it. I just don't like how this bottom one, or the bottom part of the cluster, is just like a straight line. So maybe we take off that and go with a different option for a box. Okay, I like that better. Now, let's see what kind of washi tape we're gonna want to add. I kind of like the look of this spotted one. Or this one. This one seems like it's faded a little bit, like the stickiness has taken off some of the gold, so I don't know. Which one do we like more? I can't decide. But until then, I'm going to start putting some stickers down because I do like the way that this looks. I'm going to grab my whiting out utensils, my Uniball Signo, and my Tombow mono adhesive, or not mono adhesive, mono correction tape, and we're just going to white out some lines. And I'm just going to do this outer line of the box. Okay. These flowers are so pretty and vibrant. They just like pop off the page. So pretty. Okay. Now, wipe this out and try to decide if I want to add any more flowers to this bottom part of the page. I'm not exactly sure yet. Okay, so so I have my quote down. Now I'm gonna work on this cluster up here. I think I'm just gonna put it right in the middle of this page. I might lower it just a tad so that I'm not covering up my whole writing space for Friday. So I can have space right here, and then I can use these boxes for Saturday. Yeah. We'll bring it down. Okay, so we'll put it down to the bottom line. Pretty. Okay, perfect. So we have the right side of the page done. Now let's figure out the left side of the page. So I definitely want to add some watercolor. And then we want a dark box. whenever I'm doing clusters, I kind of just like start with one side, and then once I finish this cluster, I just work around that and figure out what balances and what will fit in the other side of the page. So that doesn't look too bad. I'm going to add this just to bring in some more of that dark gray. Okay. I think I like that for now. We'll see if we need to add any more to it. Do we want to add this Hello Weekend? I think it's a little too bold of a wording for that side. Okay. Florals. I have this one already pulled up. So let's put one on both sides of this as well. I don't want to cover up a lot of it. Let's see about this. Okay, and then one for this side. Let's do this one right here. Oops. Okay, I like that. So I like how this one looks, but I want to figure out something little to put up at the top. Just so it's not so empty. And let's see what options we have. Let's definitely put in some rose gold. Kind of want to use Find the Joy. But I don't know if I want to use a whole nother full box on this side either. We could use this, well, it's kind of the same thing. So we have a rose gold, a watercolor. I wish I had another like dark colored box. The only one I have is this. So I guess we can try to make that work. And then we can add this quote to it. So let's do that over here. Then we can put this one over here and then the quote on top of it. I want it closer to this box. All right, then we put this one right there. That's a cute little quote. I think we could leave that as is. I have this other little header that says focus on. I kind of want to add it because I have one on that side, but we'll think about that in a minute. Let's look at florals for that cluster. This one doesn't need anything too drastic since it's smaller. Let's do one more. It's the same one though. I have one more big floral that I hadn't used, and now I'm thinking maybe I can just put it at the top here. And just layer this over it. How do we like that? I think it looks pretty, but I want to move this one if we're doing that one there. So we could do this one. How about we do it like right here? And then we can layer it over this box right here, since it has that little thing that I don't really care for. I think that's really pretty. Okay. I'm gonna make some room and then we're gonna lay down these stickers. Okay, I'm gonna start off with putting this floral down first. It's gonna go underneath everything. But I'm gonna have to white out Monday. And let's just do February. We're gonna have to white out some of this as well. Let's see how far down. Okay. A little bit more. Line this up along the top and then white out just a little bit more. That kind of went over where I needed it to, so I'm just going to take my tweezers and scrape off the extra white out that I don't need. Okay. Now let's figure out where we had this. All right, that looks pretty. Okay, now this cluster down here, we said we were going to cover up Thursday. I'm going to do this big box first, just to make life a little easier. Let's white out this. Okay. And then this cluster. Let's bring it over a little more. and white this out. Did I run out? No. Okay. Okay, so this is what we have so far. I'm going to put this to the side and double check our washi tape and see if we want to add any of that into the spread. So do we want this or the spotty dotty? I'm thinking we're going to go with this now. So let me grab my X-Acto knife and I'm just going to trim some pieces off and place them around the page. Oops, this is ripping. I'm trying to avoid trimming it because as much as I prefer to trim it, I can't do a straight line. So I think that looks good right there. Let's find a place to put it over here. I think it would be really cute underneath this. So let's lift this up. It'd be easier if I had some nails. Okay. Let's do it right there. Okay. And then up here, let's just do it at the top of this box. But I want to go underneath it. Okay. Perfect. Okay. Oh, down here needs some too. I'm just gonna put it right here underneath the quote. Right, so I think this is my completed spread. I really like how it turned out. I didn't have a game plan, but I think it looks gorgeous. I think anything you make with these florals from Live Love Posh will turn out amazing. Let me know what you think about this down in the comments. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already so you don't miss any future videos, and I will see you on the next one. Bye.